Good morning. Welcome to Studio Church. My name is Brian Sanders, and this is Word of the Day. Well, I want to talk a bit about testing. I've been tested, and you've been tested. We all know what that feels like when you're tested to the point of breaking, But there's many kinds of testings. I mean, there's testings that we receive and that get us to try and fall to the wiles of the devil because we're doing something that's encroaching on his territory, and he doesn't like that. So he's going to just throw everything at he possibly can at us to get us to step off the path and to not continue in the direction that we're going. So that's testing number one. And testing number two is to see just how honest we are. Are we truly honest with the very small things in life? Like the income tax, like the pennies, pennies, we don't have those anymore, nickels, and that sort of thing that we should account for, and maybe we get too much change back and we don't respond to that, we just keep it. There's testing by God to see if when we say that we love Jesus, do we really do that to the absolute depth of our heart? Is there things that would trip us up when we get to the point of that testing that takes us away from that, from saying that? So who would know better than Jesus himself as to testing? He was tested on all those things. But I guess James 1 really says it for me, because it says, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Sometimes it's just not a test. Sometimes it's just a lesson for us into the next step of things, because we're not going to be able to handle the blessings that God has for us in the future. If he doesn't test us now to see if we can handle the smallest of details and the gifts that he gives us that might be too big for us to handle. If you get a gift that's too big, I mean, you hear about this all the time, people winning $1 million and suddenly they're living on the streets, they're broke, and they're bankrupt. That's the thing I'm talking about. We need to be tested in that sort of thing. If God was to just heap every blessing that he possibly could on us, we'd be crushed. We'd be broken. We couldn't handle it. We wouldn't know what to do with it. We would overstep our bounds in so many places that we don't see right now. We need to learn all those little nooks and crannies and things before he can put bigger blessings on us. So really, that's what blessings and testing are all about. It's not so much to try and get us to trip us up or to get us to fail. It's to get that thinking in our head that this is just a facade. I don't need to worry about this because God's in control. He's not going to let this happen, but I do have to take it to him in prayer. So with those words, hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you again.